This episode of Techno Buffalo is brought to you by Domain.com. What's going on, everyone? John Ranger from Techno Buffalo with a full review for you of the Stratos Smart Card. It's one of the new wave of credit cards that aims to replace all the other cards in your wallet. From debit to credit to loyalty cards, it wants to be the one thing you carry to simplify your life and, of course, your big, fat wallet that's giving you back pain. Let's take a look at the Stratos. So here is the box that it's going to come in. It's pretty simple. You're going to have your card on top. I've got a member number taped off and my signature. Other than that, it's pretty simplistic in the box. You've got a setup guide for iOS or Android. You've got a scanner that you plug this into 3.5 millimeter on your phone, and there's an app you download and you swipe your cards all in, and that is it. It's a really simple, at least allegedly a very simple process to set up. We'll talk about that when we get to the review. Let me tell you a little bit more about what this card can do, because Stratos is kind of a different business model than other smart cards. So first, you can store all of your cards, your credit card, debit card, loyalty cards, like I mentioned. Safety is obviously a big concern with something like this, and it uses bank-level encryption. And also, it's never going to display your card numbers. It doesn't have any e-ink display on it or anything, so the vendor you hand it to is never going to see your card number, so you're sort of eliminating that potential for fraud. It's also Bluetooth connected, of course, so if you select the option in the app, it'll lock the card down after a certain amount of time, or if it's ever lost. So here's how the card works. It's $95 per year to get the card. It's a membership fee, and what that's going to give you is a new card every year with presumably new features. So they've said they're working on a fingerprint scanner, NFC, chip and pin, and things like that to get a new card every year out to you. So you'll get those new features that might not be here right now. That's going to be available in 5 colors. Just that little blue part is going to change. So here's how this thing works. You're probably asking, how does it work? It doesn't have a screen or any sort of physical buttons. So it works by a series of taps. These 3 grids of dots are actually touch sensors. When you go ahead and swipe your cards in, you can program which one each is going to be, and you kind of have to remember. You can double tap your phone, double tap the card on your phone, and it's supposed to pop up here on your lock screen to show you what's what in case you forget. That never worked for me. Also, setting this card up was a relative nightmare. I had to work with customer support to sort of show Bluetooth information, and it took much longer than I thought to set it up. But I will say, to Stratos' credit, their customer service walked me through it and did a great job sort of getting this up and working despite it not working out of the box. So once you get your card working, things are pretty simple. If you give it one tap, either on your hand or on a surface, it's going to blink and tell you which card you have active. So again, tap it again, it'll show you which card you have active. If you want to do a double tap, you can select which card you want to use. So I've got this set up for my personal Visa card, my Techno Buffalo Amex, and then my debit card down below. And it's pretty simple to do, and it works almost every time. Again, it's a double tap, pick the card you want, touch a sensor, and now that card is active. There's no wait. As soon as you touch it, that card is ready to go. An issue that people have had with these smart cards is them not working all the time. Something like this, it really needs to work 100% of the time, and I will say Stratos has worked almost every single time I've used it, with the one exception, one time at an ATM. But it did work at that same ATM previously, so it might have been user error. But I'm feeling relatively comfortable carrying Stratos only, something that I did not feel with the coin. I still want to use it a little bit longer. I've had it as a credit card for about 2.5 weeks, but I'm getting pretty comfortable where I could carry this as my only credit card, which is obviously what Stratos is aiming for. It's thin, it's light, it's bendable, it feels just like an ordinary credit card with a battery and LED lights built in, so pretty cool. They're also being able to tell you that if the battery is starting to run low, they will know, and they'll send you a new card out in the mail, so you never really have to worry about battery life at all. Let me stop real fast and thank our peeps at Domain.com. It's the place to go when the next great idea hits you, like in the middle of the night. It's one-stop shopping for all your domain name and web hosting email needs. Domain.com wants to hook you up with a pretty sick offer. Save 20% on domain names and web hosting when you use coupon code TechnoBuffalo. It's all one word in caps at Domain.com's checkout. When you think domains, think Domain.com. One of the reasons that the card seems to work more than any other smart card, those dual mag strips. It just seems to offer more options, whether it's at an old swiping station or a new one. It's pretty much always worked. And I also tried this card inside of a bank. You actually have to swipe your card to show your identification if you want to withdraw cash or deposit money. And that worked too. So I'm batting like 0.99999 with this working, which is the best that I've seen from any of these smart options. If you guys want to know more about the Stratos, let me know. Put a link to it down below. Overall, I've been really happy with it. And this is sort of the first smart card that I've tested I can see myself actually using and continue to have in my wallet. In fact, I am keeping it in my wallet. It can store more than 3 cards as well. You can store an infinite amount of cards on the app and just load it on there whenever you need to. And presumably, if you have a rewards card, for example, and you go into Target where that rewards card might be, open up the app, load it on to the Stratos, and you're good to go. These are just the 3 that you use the most. They have the touch sensors on the front. Anyway, what do you guys think? Could you use this? Could you not use that? I really kind of want to hear your thoughts on it. Do you like the UI? It took a while to get used to. It certainly had a higher learning curve. But once I got it working, it just kind of worked and worked well. I guess that's the best thing you can say about a card like this. Anyway, I want to hear your thoughts on it. Leave it in the comments down below. If you want to see the review we did on the coin, put the link to it right here. Until next time, I'm John Render from Techno Buffalo. See you guys next video. Bye-bye.